For April, the Double Shots and Historic Plots Book Club chose King Leopold's Ghost by Adam Hochschild. And this is one of those books that will absolutely stay with you. This is not an easy book to read, but it is an important one. Hochschild takes us into the Congo Free State under King Leopold II, and what unfolds is a deeply disturbing look at one of the most brutal colonial systems in history. What stood out to me right away was how Hochschild explains the structure behind the violence. This was not chaos. It was very organized. And Leopold essentially owned the Congo as his personal property, and the entire system was built around extracting rubber and ivory for profit. Villages were forced into labor, quotas were enforced, and the punishments for falling short were horrific. But what makes this book more than just a record of atrocities is the people that fought back. Figures like E.D. Morrill and Roger Casement play a huge role in this story. They helped expose what was happening by gathering evidence and bringing it to the world's attention. In many ways, this became one of the first international human rights movements, which was fascinating to see take shape in real time. The writing itself is engaging. Hochschild has a way of telling this story, and it makes it feel like a very narrative story. You're just not getting facts, but you're following a chain of events as awareness slowly builds and pressure begins to mount against King Leopold's regime. At the same time, this is a very heavy read. There are moments that are genuinely difficult to get through because of the brutality involved. But the book never feels sensationalized. It feels honest. And it's that honesty is what gives it its true weight. One thing I also appreciated is just how relevant it feels. Even though this is a story from over a century ago, it still raises questions about exploitation, accountability, and just how easy suffering can be ignored when it's happening far away. There is one limitation that I think that this book has, and that is that this story is told through the perspectives of Europeans who expose these events. You do get small glimpses of the Congolese voices, but it still leaves you wanting more from that perspective. Overall, this is one of the most powerful books I have read in a long time, and it is a worthwhile read. This is the kind of history that challenges you and sticks with you long after you finish it. So if you read along with us, or if you've read this book previously, I would love to hear what stood out to you most. Let me know in the comments.